I see that Mr. Izzo from Bridj is here, and I do not see Mr. Verna or Mr. Jankowski, so perhaps we can just skip over and make him wait while we call him, and I can call him afterwards.
Sure.
Group Zoom Incorporated, doing business as Bridj. Michael Izzo, representative of the License Commission's October 30th, 2014 approval and City Council's approval on November 10th, 2014 regarding their pilot program.
Good evening. My name is Michael Izzo, spelled I-Z-Z-O. I'm the operations director of Bridj. We're a technology company operating the world's first flexible mass transit service. We've been operating in the Boston area for over a year now. We are currently also operating in Washington, D.C. We provide shuttle service generally right now between Alston, Brighton, Brookline, into downtown and the Seaport area, as well as into Kendall Square. We've been working very closely with the City of Cambridge since before we launched service. In the fall, we were granted a jitney license to operate in the same service area that we're in now. We had several meetings with TPT to discuss the details of our service. They had a few concerns, or they had a few areas of concern, and we were able to actually move forward with the jitney license by designating those areas as areas we would include in a pilot program. So we've been operating for a little over 6 months now. The pilot was a 6-month pilot. We operated for 6 months while keeping an eye on those specific locations. There were 4 specific locations. There's actually only one of them to which we were currently operating service. However, we worked with TPT to provide them the information that they require to evaluate if our service was in fact disruptive to existing transportation service and existing traffic movement in those areas. The conclusion of the pilot was that the city has heard no complaints from any organizations or citizens about our service, and the data revealed no significant delays due to the presence of our service. And I believe you all received a copy of that memo prior to this hearing.
So you've seen the memo from Traffic, Parking, and Transportation dated July 21st related to Bridj?
Yes, I have.
Okay. There were several recommended conditions that TPT recommends be put on the Bridj jitney license, and do you agree with those conditions, or are you familiar with them because
yes, I am.
You've seen those?
Yes.
Do you have any issue with any of those conditions?
No, we did not. I mean, we worked with the city. We met with them several times, and we were so they fit our service offerings right now. Yes.
Okay. I'd rather not read all the conditions because there's a page and a half of them, but they are on record. I don't know if you have any questions, and the other commissioners.
No.
So what I would recommend is that we approve, after this pilot program has ended, that we now recommend approval of the jitney license to the city manager, who then recommends it to the city council. I should do this by motion, so why don't I call this a motion to approve the jitney license for Bridj and make the recommendation to the city manager, who will submit it to the city council for approval, with the conditions attached that are listed in the July 21st, 2015 memo from Joseph E. Barr, the Director of the Traffic, Parking, and Transportation Department, to Andrea Jackson, Chairperson of the License Commission. And I guess I'll ask for a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The only question I have is, so in the recommended junior license, what dates is that license going to reflect?
It will be an annual license based on so it was going to expire in December 31st. So it would be, assuming the city council approved it, then it would.
It would be till the following December 31st. Okay.
Yeah, we've now made a recommendation, so the